Hello, everybody. I think I'm live. I'm going to double check, make sure. It is a very early morning for me. It's actually 9:16, which for most people is not, in fact, considered the early morning. But I am not at all a morning person in any sense of the word. But here I am because this is such an important event that Jordan is going to be live from. And I am very excited that the miners are where they are this morning, because unfortunately we haven't been able to get down to Alabama to report on this, but they are in New York City right now. So that is where Jordan's going to be this morning. And I believe actually that he is live right now as we speak on Rokfin Premium. So here's what's happening. As people are trickling in, I wanted to do a quick live to tell you what's going on, what can be expected. So it's Wednesday, and every Wednesday what we've been doing is a live on Rokfin Premium, a Rokfin Premium exclusive. So I want to explain the purpose of the Rokfin Premium kind of deal that we have. And it's because YouTube is suppressing us so heavily. They've dramatically knocked down our income and our ability to be seen. So we've been posting stuff on Rokfin for a bit, which is an alternative platform. And it had done okay, but we weren't doing exclusives and things like that, which is what they had wanted. So they offered us a deal to do exclusives there at certain points for some guaranteed earnings, some guaranteed income. And then if we're able to bring to them at least 100 premium subscribers, they'll increase our guaranteed income. And so what this guaranteed income does is allows us to go in the field more, to report in the field more. And as you know, Jordan and Colin are going to be reporting in the field from Cleveland on Nina Turner's race, which her primary day is August 3rd. So that is D-Day. And then he's going on to line 3. So this guaranteed income from Rokfin allows us to do things like that. So we understand if not everybody is able to kind of like upgrade to watch these exclusives, but this is something that we're having to do essentially to stay afloat and to keep reporting in the field. So if you are financially able to, I urge you to head over to rokfin.com/statuscoup. You have to sign up through our link and watch Jordan right now. He's live right now from this Alabama miners, coal miners strike protest in front of the Blackrock building in New York City. This protest, the strike is so important. It is so undercovered by mainstream media. I am so glad that we're able to cover this and that they are in New York City right now so that we're able to do so. I'm going to go into some more details about it, but definitely head over there right now because he did just go live. I wasn't exactly sure what time he would be able to go live because they had to find parking and all that sort of stuff. And again, good morning to everybody. I am not a morning person, so you'll have to excuse me. But I did want to tell everybody kind of what's going on here. So here's what's happening. I'm looking at, and she's a great one to follow. So if you go to Twitter and follow at Grim Kim, that's at Grim Kim, she has fantastic information on this ongoing strike. So she had tweeted 2 days ago, at mine workers are now expecting over 1,000 miners and supporters at their July 28th picket at Blackrock's Manhattan office. Hundreds of UMWA members will be coming by bus from Alabama, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and West Virginia. The Alabama miners have been on strike since April 1st. On July 28th, which is today, they'll be picketing in front of 55 East 52nd Street, New York, from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and will be joined by a number of labor leaders as well as rank and file union members. New York City pals, come out and support. So that is where Jordan is right now. And I think that this is something that Status Quo can be proud of. And I urge you all to head over to Rokfin Premium right now and give it a watch. Rokfin.com/status quo and see what's going on. We will later on be breaking up part of this protest, part of this reporting from today. And because we definitely never want to like put important reporting, important information behind a paywall. That's not what we're all about. But at the same time, we do, need this deal with Rokfin. That's what the gist is, what the deal is. Let me go ahead and show you a little bit more from, hold on 1 second here. Dun, dun, dun. Let me go ahead and pull up actually Kim's Twitter page. Bear with me, folks. If you are already a Rokfin Premium member, head over there. Jordan is already live. So Rokfin.com/status quo, Rokfin.com/status quo, and Jordan is already live. One second. I was just going to go live for about 5 minutes, but I find myself wanting to give you a little bit more context as to what's going on, because it's been unfortunate, but we haven't been able to kind of report on this anywhere near as much as we wanted. Let me see here. And it's a huge deal, for such a large group to be taking this action. A huge deal. And I think that that's a huge part of the reason why mainstream media simply doesn't want to show that. So if you'll bear with me while I pull up let's see, here we go. Well, I pull something up here for you, folks. All right. So here's some more context about what Jordan is covering today, right now, as we speak at Rokfin.com/status quo. So striking Alabama coal miners endure arrests, see little progress. We're just standing together. So here's kind of some more of the history. Ramey Foster wanted to illustrate why miners have been on strike for more than 2 months. So 2 months as of June. So this is now, we're at the end of July now. So this would be 4 months. Against Warrior Met Coal. So he pulled out 2 small booklets. One was thin, yellow, dog-eared, and stained, while the other was a pristine, thick white paperback, perhaps 4 times the size of the other. This is the contract we've been working under, Foster said, holding up the smaller one, which he kept in the bib of his overalls while in the mines. And this is the old one we used to work under, he said, nodding toward the much larger one. More than 1,100 workers at Warrior Met Coal hit the picket lines on April 1st, striking for better pay and benefits. Nearly 2 weeks into the strike, it appeared a settlement had been reached, but that was rejected after the union members emphatically voted down the tentative agreement, saying it was not sufficient, according to the United Mine Workers of America. In May, nearly a dozen miners were arrested during a protest outside a mine in Tuscaloosa County. Warrior Met Coal has continued with operations during the strike. In 2020, feeling the economic effects of the COVID-19 pandemic due to demand and pricing, Warrior Met Coal reported a net loss of about $35 million. But its president in February said the company was cash flow positive in the fourth quarter and nearly breaking even for the year. The company produces coal used in steel production in Asia, Europe, and South America. Warrior Met Coal did not comment for this story. Imagine that. And this is part of why this is such a huge, huge deal. It's the first strike for miners in the area since the early 80s. Larry Spencer, District 20 Vice President of the UMWA, said the company has not moved from its last position. "We don't feel any closer," Spencer said. "We may have a meeting scheduled for Tuesday. Maybe it'll be better after that." Spencer said the striking miners are hanging strong, though some are growing anxious to get back to work. "That's normal," he said. The current agreement with the union was negotiated as Warrior Met emerged from the bankruptcy proceedings of the former Walter Energy, which declared bankruptcy in 2016. Union members say they made numerous concessions in pay, benefits, holidays, overtime, and in other areas to keep the company going and to get out of bankruptcy. Carl White, president of Local 2397, has worked 16 years in the mines. He said the miners listened when approached by the company 5 years ago. They said, "Y'all work with us through this, and when we get to making money, we'll take care of you." And when the contract comes up, he said, "It's just the company being greedy." And that's what these companies always seem to say, right? We've seen this sort of tactic used with Amazon as well. There are particular sticking points with the striking miners. According to them, miners lost about $6 an hour under the bankruptcy contract, which added up even more when you consider the accumulation of overtime. In the tentative offer, the company proposed a $1.50 raise over 5 years. Union members also talk of hits to 401k and pension plans and pulling longer mandatory shifts. Stricter policies also meant workers could only get 3 days off for a death in the immediate family. Missing 4 days was grounds for termination, they said. "We're being peaceful during this," White said. "We're just standing together, waiting for the company to do the right thing. We produced ungodly amounts of coal for these guys, and it feels like we're getting the shaft." So that's, the gist of what's going on. But I really, really encourage you, if you're at all able to, head on over to rokfin.com/statuscoup, where Jordan is live right now for premium Rokfin subscribers, and watch these brave striking coal miners in person as they protest directly with support from other states' union members, right in front of the Blackrock building. This takes a lot of courage, and this has been going on since April. So I do encourage you to please head on over to the Rokfin Premium. I've explained why we have this push to do the Rokfin Premium, and it's because if we achieve getting 100 members through our link, then we get additional income from Rokfin itself in order to do some more in-field reporting. It costs a lot to travel and do these trips. Jordan's headed out to cover Nina Turner in her race against Chantel Brown in Ohio's 11th district. And after that, he'll be covering Line 3, which is so, so important. So the income from Rokfin allows us to do those things. So Rokfin.com/status coup, and let's help boost this important reporting that corporate media, frankly, is covering up coverage of these striking coal miners from Alabama. This is huge. This is huge. This is an enormous event. And I also want to make clear that we do not intend to ever, hide any crucial reporting. We will be breaking up clips from this reporting day, so that will be available for free on our YouTube channel later on. So do not feel like you're missing out, which is the opposite of a marketing message. But I do want to make it clear, ethically as a journalist, I think that's very important. But it does help us out a lot if you go to Rokfin.com/status coup and join up. We have an interview that was just released yesterday. Jordan and I were on The Hills Rising, actually with Kim Iverson and Robbie. I'm not sure of his last name, but you can check that out. We were interviewed about Flint. I believe Jordan's been on with Lee Camp, Tom Hartman, and we are going on, I believe, Empire Files with Abby and Mike. So Abby Martin and Mike Preisner. So we'll be talking about the Flint story there as well. So we have a lot of exciting things in the pipeline. But for right now, head over to Rokfin.com/status coup, and Jordan, we'll see you over there. Alrighty, guys, it's been fun being Jen in the morning with you. You've now learned that I'm not a morning person at all, but it's okay, because what these folks are doing, what these striking miners are doing, is so important and so brave. So I love all of you, and I will see you later. I'll see you over at Rokfin. Bye-bye.